they steer. Self-righteous here to tell the world's gone straight to, well, got no love for ATS, says liberals, they're a mess. LifeLiberty, he's so proud, living off the grid, not with the crowd, shaking fists at big city's mess. His way's the only, nothing less. Solar panels on the roof, solar panels on the roof. No one tells him what's the truth. Buys his goods from local folks, hates the government side pokes. Plants the seeds, the garden grows. Hates the talk of those he opposes. God his grace, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God his kingdom, wears the crown. The seeds, the garden grows. Hates the talk of those he opposes. God his grace, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God his kingdom, wears the crown. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God his kingdom, where's the crown? Where's the crown? LifeLiberty with a musty beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. LifeLiberty with a musty beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. Self-righteous here to tell the world's gone straight to, well, got no love for ATS, says liberals, they're a mess. LifeLiberty, he's so proud, living off the grid, not with the crowd, shaking fists at big city's mess. His way's the only, nothing less. Solar panels on the roof, solar panels on the roof. No one tells him what's the truth. Buys his goods from local folks, hates the government side pokes. Plants the seeds, the garden grows. Hates the talk of those he opposes. God his grace, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God his kingdom, wears the crown. The garden grows. Hates the talk of those he opposes. God his grace, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God got his kingdom, where's the crown? LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. Got his kingdom, where's the crown? Where's the crown? LifeLiberty with a musty beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. LifeLiberty with a musty beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. Self-righteous here to tell the world's gone straight to, well, got no love for ATS, says liberals, they're a mess. LifeLiberty, he's so proud, living off the grid, not with the crowd, shaking fists at big city's mess. His ways the only, nothing less. Solar panels on the roof, solar panels on the roof. No one tells him what's the truth. Buys his goods from local folk, hates the government side pokes. Plants the seeds, the garden grows. Hates the talk of those he opposes. Got his place, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. Got his kingdom, where's the crown? The garden grows, hates the talk of those he opposes. Got his place, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. Got his kingdom, where's the crown? LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. Got his kingdom, where's the crown? Where's the crown? LifeLiberty with a musty beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. LifeLiberty with a musty beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. Self-righteous here to tell the world's gone straight to, well, got no love for ATS, says liberals, they're a mess. LifeLiberty, he's so proud, living off the grid, not with the crowd, shaking fists at big city's mess. His ways the only, nothing less. Solar panels on the roof, solar panels on the roof. No one tells him what's the truth. Buys his goods from local folk, hates the government side pokes. Plants the seeds, the garden grows. Hates the talk of those he opposes. Got his place, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. Got his kingdom, where's the crown? is peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. Life, liberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God is kingdom, where's the crown? Life, liberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God is kingdom, where's the crown? Where's the crown?
Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm a sophomore, and this is for all three of you. Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
Will?
The New York Jets.
No, I'm going to hold you to an answer on that. What makes America the greatest country in the world? Why is America
Not the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
You're saying...
Yes.
Let's talk about...
Fine. Sharon, the NEA is a loser. Yeah, it accounts for a penny out of her paycheck, but he gets to hit you with it anytime he wants. It doesn't cost money. It costs votes. It costs airtime and column inches. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always?
Hey.
And with a straight face, you're going to tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Sure used to be. We stood up for what was right. We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy. We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed by great men, men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore. Enough?
Good evening, and welcome to the Life Liberty Show. Today, I'm not going to be bringing up any slides. I'm not going to be showing anything. It's just going to be me. So, I've really been looking at the news, and I've been trying to figure out what to talk about. And it's the same old bullshit, right? It's Israel, it's Iran, it's really, we stopped talking about Ukraine and Russia. And then we hear the news, the sad news, right, about what's going on in North Carolina. But we really have to look at everything and wonder, why? Why is it so peppered with all of this shit, right? Of course, we understand the hurricane. But whenever I flip through the news, it's all talking about Israel and Iran. And I wonder, are they working up to a point to where we're just desensitized to the idea of war, right? They're looking for a 9/12, 2001. They're wanting us to band together to be ready to go to war. Because think about it. We're in a depression, right? Recession, depression, whatever you want to call it. I've heard it called the silent depression or the invisible depression, or, I've heard it called a couple different things. Whatever it is, it's costing us a shit ton to survive. But the only way that we've ever come out of a depression or recession is with war. That's the only time. And we're absolutely in one. So they're getting us ready for war. And that's the material or military industrial complex, right? Cars are start being built, designed like it, fucking airplanes. We'll kind of get back into the idea that we're fighting for our country. That's what I see. Ports shut down. They're just working us over. That's what I think. They're working us over so that we get into the mentality to go to war. The other countries don't want to go to war with us. Iran doesn't. They're not going to send a nuke. It's not going to happen. It's a scare tactic. So, is that what it is? Anybody else think that? Go ahead and put it in the chat. We'll talk about it. And for those of you that called last night, I appreciate it. It was the show running. I'll go ahead and put our number down here again for anybody that wants to join the conversation. Our ports shut down. Everything is just more chaos than we thought it was a week ago, right? We've all complained that people aren't paying the fuck attention, people aren't waking up, inflation is through the roof. At a certain point, we need to just get up and fucking do something. And there just isn't anything that we can just absolutely do to guarantee the country is going to be held together. There isn't. So, for me, all right. I don't give a fuck about Iran. I don't give a fuck about Palestine. And I damn sure don't give a fuck about Israel. I don't give a fuck about Russia. I don't give a fuck about Ukraine. What I care about is my family. I'm a patriot. I love America, but I can't stand my government and what they're doing. I just can't. I can't stand behind them using our money to fund other wars. I can't stand behind them sending billions of dollars to other countries, but just $750 a person going to the families in North Carolina, just like $700 a person in Hawaii. That $20 billion that they sent to another country would be able to help our people here today. We are sending money, our hard-earned tax dollars, yours and mine, getting sent to fund a war that isn't even happening. Ukraine war's over. Russia has got the land that they want. They were Russian citizens, Russian-speaking natives. They got what they wanted. Now it's a money laundering scheme. Did y'all not see the video of Zelensky with President Trump, where Trump said that they were going to wind down and it's just this or that? And Zelensky was so somber. It's because he knew his money was running dry. That's what was happening. Trump is no longer going to send money to Ukraine if he gets in office. That way, Zelensky can't purchase a fucking yacht, which he's already done with your tax dollars. And once everybody gets sick and tired of handing our money to other countries, yeah, appreciate it, Alvin. Once we get sick and tired of sending our money to other countries, what you're going to do is you're going to buy your own land and you're going to stop making a fucking income. And all you're going to do is sell your produce at the farmer's market locally so that you can make just enough money to pay your property tax. And then you're going to say, leave me the fuck alone. And the only way that that's going to be possible is if you vote in the right people. Well, Biden just said that we don't have money for the hurricane damage, but we can fund it. There we go. Right? Like, how do we have billions of dollars to send to another country, but we don't have the money to take care of our own people? It's because they don't fucking care about us. They don't fucking care. And as soon as you realize that, you're going to start taking care of yourself. Walmart doesn't give a fuck about you. Eight most dangerous words spoke in the English language. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help. Look at what happened in Katrina. They're sending 1,000 troops, U.S. Army, to North Carolina. What happened in Katrina? They didn't have water in their hands. They didn't have food in their hands. They had AR-15s. I'm sorry, M16s. They're M16A2s. They had M16A2s, and they were removing people from their homes. They were removing people's firearms from them. Martial law. And in North Carolina, the people that are 30, 40 miles up into the mountains that they're having a hard time getting to, a good majority of them are probably going to die. Just like there's already confirmed 200 plus that have already died in the, 6 states? And people aren't talking about Florida. There's damage in Florida and Tennessee, flooding. Those people that are up on the mountains, 30 and 40 miles in, that they can't get to, if those people were self-sustainable, they wouldn't give a shit. They wouldn't notice anything. Because their day would continue. It was just a rainy day. They would go out, they would pick their tomato, they would pick their lettuce, they would go get their smoked bacon out of the fucking freezer, and they would make BLTs. That's what would happen. And then when somebody showed up and said, hey, we're here to help, they would say, I don't fucking need your help. Go away. Now, the people in Asheville, sustainability wouldn't work for them. They would understand and learn and train ways to deal with this and be prepared. You should always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. These people weren't prepared. They were relying on Walmart. They did not have the skills necessary to be able to survive. And whose responsibility is it to make sure that you survive? It's yours. Stop relying on other people. And once you learn how to provide for yourself, people are going to want to take it from you. So you have to know how to defend yourself. And one of the best pieces of equipment that you could own to help you defend yourself is a battle belt from warhorseordnance.com. They are American-made, veteran-owned company. Their products are sourced right here in America. They made sure to find an American sewing machine all the way down to the needle, sourced right here in America. These two guys are in their fucking garage making sure that the quality control is met. That's warhorseordnance.com. They also have IFAKs, medical gear. You can get a backpack, a go bag full of medical gear from warhorseordnance.com. We have got to stop relying on them. We have to pay attention. Our economy wouldn't be in the dumps. Oh, wait, we wouldn't care about the economy because we are providing for ourselves. Yes. Would it put a lot of people out of work? Your farmers would go down, but guess what? They would be taking care of themselves. They would no longer be relying on you to buy their food. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You have to create your own economy. And you can do that in your local area. You absolutely can do that. Here's the thing. If we're looking at what's going on, right? I'm bringing it up again. Looking at what's going on over there in Israel, in Palestine, which is a war that's going to continue forever. The Middle East is always going to fight Judaism. Always. Islam and Judaism will be in a war forever, considering they're both Abrahamic religions, and the Islamic faith was created from somebody that was pissed off and said, well, I'm just going to create my own religion. And then it's Hatfield and McCoy, right? They're just constantly fighting each other. Don't even fucking know why, they're just doing it. It's because one side has said that they're bad and the other side has said that they're bad. It is something that I wash my fucking hands of, and I don't give a fuck about it. It will continue forever. And Iran is only going to have somebody else do their bidding for them. It's just what's going to happen. And since America has the government, has financial ties to Israel, we're going to defend them. We paid for everything there. We're going to defend them. So either stop providing money to the government so that they can fund somebody else's war. America is the world's police. And we need to stop that. We don't have our shit together here. We need to stop telling other countries how to run their shit. I've heard over my life, if I don't have my shit in order, I can't tell my neighbor how to run his life, right? Don't cast stones when you live in a glass house. Well, America is a fucking glass house. We need to clean our windows before we can fucking bust somebody else out. We have too many things here in America to deal with. How do we stop it? There is no way to stop it. There isn't. I'm sorry, I can bitch and moan about what we need to do, but there is zero way to stop it. That's because Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street are in control of Congress. They're lobbyists for all of the companies that they're in control of. Lobby your congressmen to write bills that favor them. How do we focus on our own shit? First, we can go as simple can be. If you want to start just by getting a bare minimum of 2 weeks worth of food to survive on if you were to lose power, that's how you start. You start small. But as it gets bigger and you're self-sustainable, by pulling away from the government, right? A sales tax is voted on. So if you want to go buy your fucking Dr. Pepper at your local store, fucking do it. Absolutely fucking do it. But you have to make the money to do that. All right? Now here's how you make the money for that. I am going to have apple trees. I'm going to have lemon trees. I'm going to have orange trees. I'm going to grow grapes. I'm going to have cucumbers, tomatoes, bell peppers, jalapenos, lettuce, blah, blah, blah. Go on and on and on, right? I have more than what I need. I can everything that I need, and I use what I can while it's fresh. Take it to the farmer's market, sell it. And after you sell it for so long, you will gain a name in the area as having the best produce. Right? So then you won't even have to take it to the farmer's market anymore. You can set that shit right out in town and walk away from it. And people will find you. And then you take that money and you go pay your personal property tax. Is it a long process from here to there? Absolutely it is. It is absolutely a long process. The way you make the money is by visiting the link in our bio and picking up some Life Liberty merch. And subscribe to our locals. We have nobody in there right now. Subscribe. There's going to be videos in there. We're going to start making videos on how to be self-sustainable. And we'll make maps. We'll make plans. We'll sit down and talk about multiple possible fucking doomsday scenarios. Everything is possible with planning. Get in there. Check out what we got going on and subscribe. Listen, I'll even do an investment class. There you go. There you go. My buddy says he'll do an investment class, and he's pretty fucking smart. So, when it comes down to it, nothing else matters. It's just a bunch of bullshit in the news. Like, I truthfully was racking my brain for the past 8 hours doing a whole bunch of research, trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about today. It's the same old fucking recycled bullshit. You're not going to get from me anything different that you would get from somebody else if I was just to fucking regurgitate the goddamn news. I am trying to provide something different to you. And if I can't do that, then what am I here for? It's now time for the To Be Completely Honest segment. To be completely honest, we're all fucked. Every one of us. There's no way to fix the government. The only way to fix the government is with a revolution, and a revolution will never happen. I'm not saying let's have one. I'm just saying it will never happen. So, if the government isn't there for you, and a revolution will never happen, it is time for you to step up and do for yourself. That's what it's time for. A revolution will never happen because logistics, that's why. Logistics and Americans are fat and fucking lazy. We're all fat and lazy. We are used to the amenities of life instead of getting off your ass and doing for yourself. When the Revolutionary War happened, hell, let's even go to Civil War. When the Civil War happened, they had farms. They were providing for themselves. So when it was time, the military-age men were able to leave, and their families could still survive. How many of you can say that if you left your family at home, they would guarantee to be surviving? Is your house paid off? If you own a home, is it paid off? Very, very few people actually have their homes paid off. And if you're renting, who's going to pay the fucking bill? Who's going to make sure your kids have food in their belly? When a revolution happens, supply chains are going to stop. So Walmart is not going to have the groceries that you need. They're just not. Because the only way to fend back somebody is to cut off the supply chain. That is why the South lost the Civil War. It wasn't because they outgunned us. It's because they shut off supply chains. They starved us to death. And that is exactly what's happening today. If we were to revolt, they would cut off the supply chain and everybody would fucking starve. Buy American. Nobody special. Fuck the government. Become sustainable. And fuck the ATF.
Drag them in, and I'll follow you until the day you die. I tell myself I've done this before. It's hard to get a handle on you walking out the door. So just take another message to the people who know more. The talk is growing old, and so am I. It's so wide, it's so wide. And drag them in, and I'll follow you until the day you die. I tell myself I've done this before. It's hard to get a handle on you walking out the door. So just take another message to the people who know more. The talk is growing.